Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank Exams. Today a topic of discussion is boards and streams, concepts and questions. Before we start our discussion, we request you to please subscribe our YouTube channel and also click on the bell icon so that you get notifications of all the videos that are uploaded on this channel. Okay, let's begin our session. Here directions are given. Select the correct alternative from the given choices. A boat takes 1 hour more to travel 40 km upstream. 40 km upstream than it takes to travel the same distance downstream. Here upstream is 40 kilometers, downstream is also 40 kilometers. Distance is same here. If the speed of the boat in still water is 9 km per hour, then find the speed of the stream. Dear students, upstream and downstream, these are the two terms we need to observe. What do you mean by upstream? Means upstream is equal to speed of the boat minus speed of the stream. Here I am taking speed of the boat as a B and the speed of the stream as a W. I am using B for speed of the boat and W for speed of the stream. Upstream means B minus W. Similarly, downstream means B plus W. B refers speed of the boat in still water and W, that is the speed of the stream. Now 40 kilometers travel in upstream. So time taken in upstream and the time taken in the downstream. So when you observe these values, the time taken in the upstream is 1 hour more than the time taken in the downstream. What do you mean by time? Time means distance by speed. Distance by speed means now distance traveled in upstream is 40. Now speed equal to B minus W. What is the value of B? It is 9. So 9 minus W. And downstream 40 kilometers he travelled, whereas the speed in the downstream 9 plus W. The difference of these two is equal to 1 hour. Simplify this, you will get the value of W, that is the answer. Please pause the video and solve it, then mark the answer, then look at the explanation. Now what is the LCM? LCM is A plus B into A minus B in the format of A plus B into A minus B. So what is the discussion? A square minus B square. So A square means 9 square minus W square. A plus B into A minus B format. Now what is the numerator? 40 is the common here, just I am taking it as a common. Simplify 9 plus W minus 9 plus W is equal to 1 on solving this. So positive negative 9 gets cancelled. The result is now W square minus W square and 81 into 1. Take the variables on one side. So W square plus W into W plus W, 2W into 40, that is 80W. And minus 81 is equal to 0. Yes, now we got a quadratic equation. Just to find out the roots of this quadratic equation. If you observe this here, the product of term A and C, that is A and C, how much it is? It is negative 81. A into C is equal to minus 81. So what are the factors? The middle term is that is the value of B is equal to the difference of the factors. Difference of the factors means here just observe 81 can be written as 81 into 1. The product of these two is 81 and sum of these two means here the factors are plus 81 W and minus 1W. So what is the value of, what are the roots for this means minus 81 and plus 1, by coefficient of W square. So here the speed of the current is a positive only. Now it is not a negative term. So just ignore the negative value, consider the positive. So what is the answer? The answer is option number 1. First choice is the right answer. Okay. Now what is the discussion here? The distance covered in the upstream and the downstream both are same. In downstream he took 1 hour more than the, in upstream he took 1 hour more than the time taken in the downstream. So this is the condition. Just substitute the values and simplify. It will give the value of the speed of the stream. Okay. Now let's move on to the next example. Question number 2. The ratio of speed of a boat in still water to the speed of the stream is 6:1. Speed of the boat in still water and the speed of the stream, they are in the ratio of 6:1. 6:1 means here I am using 6K and 1K. The values of the speed of the stream in and the speed of the boat in still water. The ratio of the time taken by the boat to cover the d kilometer upstream to the taken to cover d minus 18 kilometer downstream is 13:8. Then find the value of d. The value of d to be found. So what is given here? Here ratio of time is given. Timings ratio is given. Time means distance by speed. Distance by speed means, just observe, the ratio of the time taken by the boat to cover d kilometer upstream. Time in upstream by time in downstream. That is given here as a 13:8. Am I clear? Just substitute, simplify the values. By using this condition, we can find the value of d. Time means distance by speed. Distance by speed means now upstream distance, that is d kilometer. What about the speed in upstream? 6K minus K, that is 5K. And what about the downstream distance? Downstream distance is d minus 18. What about the speed? Sum of the B plus B, sum of B and W, that is 6K plus W. 6K plus K, which is equal to 13/8. Now cross multiply. By doing cross multiplication, we can find the value of d. Now look at this one. 8 times of d by 5K, that is 8d by 5K, which is equal to 13 times of d, that is 13d, and 13 into 18. 13 into 18, so 10 times of 18, 13 means 10 plus 3, 10 times of 18, 180, 3 times of 18, 54, 180 plus 54, 234 by 7K. Here we can cancel K, K to K gets cancelled by doing cross multiplication. 7 into 8, that is 56D. Now what is next here? 5 into 13, 65D. Now 5 times of 234, 5 times of 4, 20. Now 23 into 5 is equal to 115 plus 2, 117. By taking variables on one side and numbers on the other side, 65 minus 56, that is 90. 90 is equal to 1170. 1170. Now simplify this. So how many times it goes? 9. What is the cancellation? It goes exactly 13 times. So 13 times means the result is 130 kilometers. So what is the value of the D? D is equal to 130 kilometer. The right choice, option number 4. Choice 4 is the right answer. Okay. Now look at the next example. My dear students, whenever you want, just pause the video and solve yourself, then observe the explanation. Look at this one. The ratio of the speed of a boat in still water to that of the current is 5:1. So 5:1 is the speed ratio. So boat and the water, that is 5:1. 5:1 means here I am taking 5K and 1K. If you are interested, you can use 5x and x. So speed of the boat in still water and the speed of the current. If the boat goes downstream 8 hours 24 minutes, the time of travel in a downstream is 8 hours 24 minutes and return to the starting point, then the total time required to complete the journey is. Dear students, he is asking the complete time, total time to complete the journey means downstream and upstream. The time taken in downstream and the time taken in upstream, sum of these two to be find. He is asking to find the total complete time. Already downstream time is given, that is the 8 hours 24 minutes. 8 hours 24 minutes. 24 minutes means how many hours? 24 by 60. Simplify, it is 2 by 5, which is equal to 42 by 5 hours. Downstream time is 42 by 5 hours. 5 into 8 plus 2. Okay. Now look at the next one. What is the next point here? Return journey. Return journey. What is the return journey here? Now the same distance is traveling. Distance is same. Now what to find? Total time. Okay. Now distance is constant in upward journey and the downward, that is upstream and downstream. Distance is constant means you can apply S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2. S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2. What is the S1? Now look at this one. Upstream and downstream. Dear student, remember one thing. Here distance is a constant. Here distance is constant. So distance value is not given, but is saying that he is moving from one place to other place back to the starting point. Means distance is constant. Distance is constant means S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2. Apply this, you will get answer easily. Now what is the upstream? Upstream means they are moving in which direction? Opposite direction. They are moving in opposite direction. Opposite direction means what is the relative speed? 5K and 1K, that is 4K. 5K and K, that is 4K into time is equal to downstream. Downstream means they are moving in the same direction. Sum of their speeds. 5K plus K, that is 6K. What about the time? Time is given here 42 by 5. Time is given as a 42 by 5. Now simplify this. 42 by 5. On solving this, K and K gets cancelled. Now 2 times, 2 K to K we can cancel. 2 here 2 times, 2 here 3 times, and the same 2 here we can cancel 21 times. What is the result? Now the time taken in upstream is equal to 63 by 5. So 63 by 5 and 42 by 5. Sum of these two, this is the time in downstream and time in upstream. By adding these two, we get the total value. What is that? 105 by 5, which is equal to 21 hours. 21 hours means option number 4. Right choice is choice 4. Okay. So, just by using the formula S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2, we can find the value of total time. Now, look at the next example on your screen. The ratio of time taken by a boat to travel 180 km downstream. The downstream distance is 180. 150 km upstream is 18:25. If the speed of the boat in still water is 24 km per hour, find the speed of the stream. Find the speed of the stream. Okay. The distances are 180 and 150 kilometer per hour. 180 and 150 kilometers. Okay. The speed is given here. Boat stream, boat speed, that is a 24 kilometer per hour, and the speed of the stream to be found. What about this 18:25? 18:25 is the ratio of the time. Time means distance by speed. Distance by speed means now downstream. Downstream how much here? 180 kilometer. What is the speed in a downstream? 24 plus W. By upstream 150 by 24 minus W, which is equal to 18 by 25. The time taken in the downstream by time taken in the upstream is equal to 18:25. Just cross multiply and solving that you will get answer. Now 180 by 24 plus W into 25. I will write here 180 by 24 plus W into 25. Am I right? Now similarly 18 into 150 by W, 24 minus W. So 18 into 150 by 24 minus W. Yes, we can cancel, we can simplify very easily. 180. 180 means here we can cancel 180. 5 times 5, 3 times. Then what is the next? 5 times of 24, 120. 5 times of W, that is a 5W, is equal to 3 times of 24, 72, and 3 times of W, that is 3W. By taking variables on one side and numbers other side, 5W plus 3W, that is 8W. 8W is equal to 120 minus 72. But dear students, 72 is 28 less than 100. It is 20 more than 100. Means I am using complements of 100. So 28 plus 20, that is 48. Now cancellation, it goes exactly 6 times. So what is the right option? Choice for all. So what is the speed of the stream? It is a 6 kilometer per hour. Okay. Shall we move to the next example? Right. A boat covers 30 kilometer upstream in 2 hours, more than the time it takes to cover the same distance downstream. So covering here 30 kilometer upstream and the same distance in downstream, means distance covered in the upstream and downstream both are same. Right. If the speed of the boat in still water is 3 times the speed of the stream, so speed of the boat and the stream, when you observe the ratio, it is a 3:1. 3:1 means 3K and 1K. I am using 3K and 1K. That is the ratio of the speed of the stream and the boat. Find the downstream distance covered by the boat in 3 hours. So distance covered in 3 hours to be found. So distance covered in 3 hours means speed of the downstream into 3. That is answer. Yes, now look at this one. Distance is constant. Here distance is 30 kilometer. That is a constant in upstream as well as the downstream. So when distance is constant, how the other variables are related? The other variables are related like this. S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2. Now I am taking the first one as a upstream and the other one is a downstream. So what is the speed, relative speed in upstream? Upstream 3K minus 2K, sorry 3K minus K, that is 2K. What about the time? Time here not given. Time is not given. So original time and the Time, original time means time in the downstream and time in the upstream. When you observe, the time in the downstream is a T and time in the upstream is 2 hours more. 2 hours more means T plus 2. Whereas the relative speed in the downstream is equal to 3K plus K, that is a 4K. Now S1 T1 is equal to S2 T2. Simplify. Okay. Now what is the cancellation? K to K we can cancel. Directly here, it is better to cancel directly. So direct cancellation means 2K, it goes exactly 2 times in 4K. Now find out. 2T is equal to T plus 2. By taking variables on one side, the T is equal to 2 hours. T is equal to 2 hours. T is equal to 2 hours means just to find out the distance covered in the 3 hours. In 2 hours, it covered 30 kilometer in downstream. Listen to me carefully. In 2 hours, it covered 30 kilometer in downstream. Then in 3 hours, it will cover how many kilometers? 2 into 15 is a 30. 2 into 15 is a 30. So 3 into 15 is your answer. The result is 45 kilometer. So what is the right choice? Yes, you are right. Option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Okay. Right. We'll move to the next example. A man can row 20 kilometer upstream and 45 kilometer downstream in a total of 9 hours and 40 kilometer upstream, 36 kilometer downstream in a total time of 12 hours. And find the speed of the man in still water. Find the speed of the man in still water. Time is given here 9 hours and 12 hours. Time is distance by speed. Upstream distance 20. Now upstream means B minus W. Here man is saying, so instead of B, I am using M. M for man and W for speed of the current. So distance by speed. Second one, 45 kilometer downstream, M plus W, which is equal to 9 hours. In the same manner, just to try the second equation, 40 kilometer upstream is M minus W, and 36 kilometer downstream, M plus W. What is the total time? It is 12 hours. Okay. Dear students, 20 by M minus W means 20 into 1 by M minus W. What I am doing here, I am taking 1 by M minus W as A, 1 by M plus W as B. Just I am assuming A and B as 1 by M minus W, 1 by M plus W. Substitute, simplify. What you will get here? Just look at 20A plus 45B equal to 9. In the same manner, 40A plus 36B equal to 12. Am I right? I am using A as 1 by M minus W, B as 1 by M plus W. Substitute, simplify. Now it is easy to find out the value of B. Just multiplying the first equation with the 2, A gets cancelled. Okay. Now A gets cancelled means what is the next here? 2 times of 45, 90. 90 minus 36, that is 54B. 2 times of 9, 18. 18 minus 12, that is 6. The value of B is equal to 6 by 54, which is equal to 1 by 9. B is equal to 1 by 9 means BE means M1 plus M by W. 1 by M plus W is equal to 9, is equal to 1 by 9. means M plus W. M plus W is equal to 9. Yes or no? Similarly, find out M minus W value. Now, substituting the value of B as 1 by 9 in any one of the two equations. I am substituting in the first equation. Now, B is equal to 1 by 9 means 45 into 1 by 9. So, 9 it goes 5 times. Take other side. It becomes 5 minus. So, 9 minus 5, 4. 4 by 20. 4 by 20 means A is equal to 1 by 5. A is equal to 1 by 5 means which is equal to 1 by M minus W. Means M minus W is equal to 5. Now, what is asking here? Speed of the man in still water. Adding both the equations, we get 2M is equal to 14. M is equal to 7. That is option number 3. By adding both the equations, your W gets cancelled. 2M is equal to 14. M is equal to 7. The right choice is option number 3. Third choice. Okay. Right. Next. The distance covered by a boat is equal to the distance covered by it downstream in a total 6 hours. The total time is given here. The total time is 6 hours. The sum of the upstream and the downstream speeds is 30 km per hour. If the speed of the boat in still water is 200% more than the speed of the stream, find the downstream distance covered by the boat. So, downstream distance we need to find out. Okay. Dear students, here the important points are the boat speed is 200% more than the speed of the stream. 200% more means when the W is equal to 100%, then the speed of the boat is equal to 200 plus 100, that is 300%. 300% means that is 3K. If the value of the W is equal to K, B is equal to 3K. That is the speed of the boat and the speed of the stream. And what is the first point here? The sum of the upstream and the downstream speeds 30 km per hour. Upstream and downstream sum of the speeds is given here. That is 30. Upstream is 3K plus 1K, that is 2K. Downstream is 3K plus K, it is a 4K, which is equal to 30. Means 6K is equal to 30. The value of K is 5. K is equal to 5. My dear students, if you observe this question carefully, the speed in a downstream and upstream. The speed in a downstream and upstream. How these are? Means it is a 2K and 4K. Am I right or not? How the speed and time are related? They are inversely proportional. As the speed increases, time decreases. Speed decreases, time increases. So, what about the ratio of their timing? Timing's ratio will be 1 is to, so 1 is to 2 will become 2 is to 1. Am I right or not? What is the ratio of the speed? Speed's ratio is 1 is to 2. 1 is to 2 will become 2 is to 1. Total 6 hours. Total 6 hours. Divide based on this ratio. So, sum of the ratios is 3. 6 by 3 means one part is equal to 2 hours. So, downstream 2 hours he travelled, upstream 4 hours. So, what to find? Downstream distance covered. Downstream distance covered means time in the downstream is 2 hours. Now, speed in downstream is equal to how much? 4K. 4K means 4 into 5. 4 into 5. Now, just simplify. 2 into 5, 10. 10 into 4, that is 40 kilometer. So, what is the distance covered? 40 kilometer covered in a downstream. So, right choice option number 2. Choice 2 is the right answer. Yes? Right. Now, dear students, Please subscribe to our Time for Bank Exams channel so that you get videos on bank, SSC, CGL, insurance, railway and other related exams. Okay. Now these videos are available on the social media channels like Telegram channel and YouTube channel, Instagram and Facebook. Okay, the links are given here and as well as the links are given in the description box. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, our channel Time for Bank Exams. Now, for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. For online courses, you can enroll at the rate of t4e.info/banksssconline. Okay. Hope you have copied all the explanation and enjoyed the session. Thank you very much for watching this video. All the best.